is everybody doing? Come on in and join me. I'm over here, first of all, on Facebook. So much to talk about. There is just so much to talk about this week. Come on in and join me. Let's talk about how all these things are affecting us energetically. Let's set some energy out there for this week as we align our energy and pull it in together. Just share it in the Empowered Spirit Circle group, my community on Facebook. Come on and join me if you're not in there. Yeah, come on in and give me a thumbs up. Lots to talk about. So much to talk about. And I'm going to come over here to Instagram. It's just about 7 o'clock. And share on Instagram as well. If you're coming in, joining me, give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're here. Bring a question that you'd like to ask, and I'll pick a card for you before we finish. All right, here we go. Instagram too. Hey. Come on in and join me. Time to chat about all this energy flying around in the cosmos, flying around us here on Earth. What kind of guidance do you need this week? Hey, Miss Ashley, welcome. How are you? How's your studies going? Is it Tay's birthday today? Thich Nhat Hanh? Is it today? I think it is, right? Hey. All right, here I am streaming. Come on in and join me. Have a question if you'd like for guidance for this week. There's just so much going on. There really is. Hey, Carla, come on in and join me as well. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. All right. Let me know you're out there. Yeah. So just light a little sage here. Calling in for all those who need to pull in, combine their energy in for this week. It's been a really intense week and we have another one ahead of us. Come on in and join us as we do this. Come on in and join us. Setting the energy. All right. Welcome, everyone. Tarianne Hyman here. This is my live stream for my Empowered Spirit show, generally a podcast. On Sunday nights, I come live, talk about what's going on for the week. We look at cards, and we talk about where does your guidance come from? How can the cards help you? What does the cosmos have to do with everything? We always tend to start with that. This week is no different. So much going on. Really is. I mean, we've already got all of that Mars energy coming forward. We've been talking about that. That's pushing us. That's being that aggressive, that red, that fire energy. That's the lower vibrations, though. So when you align with the higher vibrations, that's the motivation to make change. And that is exactly what all of us need right now. So we still have that going on, all right? We didn't let it go, all right, just because it's a new week. We also have this week on the 13th, I believe Tuesday, Mercury Retrograde. All right, most of us are familiar with Mercury Retrograde. It is in Scorpio. Scorpios, I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios can be a little bit stingy sometimes. However, really with this emphasis going on, it's going to pull us deeper into our own soul. It really is deeper into that part of who we are. Help us review, relook at, renew. Help us to let go of all the things we want to let go of. All right, it's generally intense, but this is actually a very transformative energy going on if you are aligned with your energy. If you're all over the place, you're not doing your practices, you don't have your tools. In fact, this is actually a great week to really gain some spiritual tools for yourself. It really is, because it's a time to look within. It's really important that we do this. All right, Mercury goes retrograde 3 times a year. It's one of the faster moving planets, so we have it more often. When we're in Mercury retrograde, the common thing is to always talk about communications, emails, texts, chats, letters, anything in communication. What we need to do is not that we don't need to do it. Hey, Joy, it's not that we don't need to do it. What we need to do is just try to slow down, redo everything, relook at everything, check everything, so that when you go to send messages out, you'll be in alignment with what you want to do. All right. There's a lot of, sometimes even some with that Scorpio energy, a little bit of paranoia. Did I say that? Was that right? So when we slow down and we look at what we're doing and we really think about what's coming out, communicating wise, we'll be able to deal with it a whole lot better. Now, we also have it combined with the energy of Libra. Libra is all about relationships. Libra's the scales, right? It's all about that balanced energy. So where are you balancing in your life? And then this energy comes in with the retrograde to also ask the balances of the relationships in your life. All right, so we have all of this energy coming in. So what does that really mean? Slow down, build your toolbox, and use your tools. All right, we talk about this all the time. We can go out there and read and read and read and read. No, we need to practice. We need to use the tools that we have and keep going deeper. And this is a beautiful part of the Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. You can go deeper. You can really go deeper if you want to. Hey, Joy. Hey, Haley. Hey, Ernest. Yo, how are you? So that's what we have mixing in. All right. So the thing that I always like to talk about, relationships. First and foremost, what is your relationship to yourself? When we clear up that relationship with ourselves, relationships all around us, the tendency, and I know I can be guilty of this too. I see you on there, Paul. The tendency is for us to throw out energy. It seems easier. But the truth is, the bigger lessons, the bigger growth is when you come back and you say, okay, well, what is my part in this? What am I doing to create that? All right. So that's really the energy that's going on. Now, as it comes in, the Mercury comes in on, it's already kind of happened, that retrograde. It's already kind of happening, but we'll really start to feel it. Guess what? It's all the way up to the elections. So my advice, if you're in the United States, all right, just a little break here. If you're in the United States, try to get your votes done earlier. All right. Don't wait till that day. All right. I was doing a phone bank yesterday. I was calling. And they really did suggest that we try to get those votes in. So I know if you're locally in Birmingham or Alabama, even in your own state, you can go down to the courthouse. You just need your ID. So this will happen all the way through this retrograde, all the way to the election. It'll clear out after the election. So even we might as well just kind of gear ourselves to be patient with the election because we're not going to probably find out that day as much as we want to. All right. So the other areas in your life, besides the election with Mercury retrograde and your relationships, is that you might just start to know that you need to clean out some of this stuff in your relationships. All right. That deep energy of Scorpio can also bring up skeletons, things you've been hiding, things you don't want to talk about or look at. You may start to have them surface. Now, we know it's been an intense year with COVID all year. So you may have some stuff coming out that you've been kind of stuffing down and hiding. You may say, enough, I'm done. Time to move it out. And so that's the good part of it. That is definitely the good part of it. When you can really look at the lessons, look at the energy that's going on, helps your growth, helps your spiritual development. It really does. So as we start the week, the Mercury retrograde, then we're in the dark of the moon. Dark of the moon is that very last phase of the energy of the moon cycle. Tendency for the dark of the moon and all this other stuff going on is to go deeper and darker in your own soul. All right, because the light is lessening at night, right? And in that morning sky because the moon's not there, but the stars are there. So don't let yourself get too far. Know that this energy is going on. This is a time to do any kind of ritual, fire, ceremony. Light it up, baby. Get it out. That's what we want to do. We want to burn it away. We really do. We want to let that stuff go out. Because look, we've all been through change this year. We have. But if we keep holding on to the old stuff, how can you let the new things out? How can you let the growth out? That's how we do it. So we can actually use this time as a really good leading up to the new moon on Friday to burn away, let go. Again, do a ceremony. Then with the new moon on Friday, new moons are always known for new intentions, new ideas. Set those intentions. And then you'll be so much clearer in what you're doing. You'll be so much clearer in what you're doing. You really will be. All right, let me check the chat. I see lots of people coming in over here. Hey, Haley, great to catch you too. All right, hey, Barbara, yay, you'll get a card. Hey, Kat, how are things in Australia? Hey, Bonnie, nice to see you. Yes, burn it away, definitely. Burn it away. That's what we want to do. So this whole week, as you move through, like watch your relationship to yourself. What are you telling yourself? All right, think about like those phrases, turn them into mantras. Turn them into mantras, like the things that you tell yourself, turn them into mantras and then speak them, because when you speak them and hear them, is this really good for me to hear about myself? Or change them. You know, use the mantra, I am love, I am acceptance. The mantra for this month right now is I am in balance, right? I am in balance. And you can even like make it more mantra feeling by putting Om balance. And use that as you move through instead of telling yourself the negative things. Our mind, our fears, our worst evil, because we talk ourselves out of everything. So that's the relationship for this week to really start with. Know that it is a time to reflect. All the reflect, recycle, redo, renew. All of the energy coming in so that as you do and as you move through and as you do your ceremonies, you can then release it out. And then Friday, set some new intentions. Now we're also going to feel, I think, a little bit more chaotic on this new moon than we normally would. I'm one that loves new moons. I'm the one with emotional body that gets huge on the full moon. I admit, I know. New moons, I'm really got that excitement, but you may feel a little more ungrounded this week because of all these things turning. There's actually so many more aspects, but I'm not the astrologer. I just follow it. But there's so many things. So by the time you get to Friday, you may feel a little bit out of sorts. So what do we want to do? Meditate, ground, use your toolbox, tap. You know how much tapping I've been doing, guys? It's amazing how much it helps us. But something, whatever is in your toolbox. And let me tell you, if you don't have a toolbox, now's the time to start building your practice. Really. I know there's several people on here. Give me some thumbs up. You guys that study with me, I know that. You know the toolbox are so valuable. They really do. Reach out. Schedule a session with me. Bonnie says she doesn't need any more chaotic. I know, Bonnie, but Bonnie, you have tools. I know you do. Bonnie has a podcast too. I forget your podcast, Bonnie, but put the name in. Imposter, is that you? I can't remember. Put it in. I'll shout it out. But we have these tools that we can work with. All right, guys, come study with me. Come learn these tools. It's really, really important. Burn it away. Hashtag a pit. I don't know what that is, Bonnie. How funny. Tell us your podcast, Bonnie. But anyway, so the point is that as we move through this time, go deep within, ground, meditate, deep breathe. In fact, Friday, when you get to that new moon, that's kind of the mantra you want to use. Om, balance. I am in balance. I am in harmony. Om, harmony. Any of those phrases that really resonate with you so that you can feel an energy of grounded instead of chaotic. All right, because things are going to be moving through this week. It is dark. We've got that Mars energy, and it's going to be red in the sky. All right, we've been seeing it in the sky. Definitely. Bonnie put her podcast there. All right, excellent. But it is important to have these tools now more than ever. Consciousness is rising. Consciousness is raising. I talked about it yesterday on 10:10. These portals are opening. We have again another one, 11:11, 12:12. And they get to be a little more intense as we move to the end of the year because what happens is during the seasonal changes, our energy starts to pull in. So the fall, we're already coming in. By the winter, we go deep. And so as we open up to these portals, that soul within us can open up and can really expand and really teach you more about your own soul purpose. It can really help you to open up that energy for yourself. All right? Really important. Look at your relationships this week. Check all your things 15 times. I don't know, however many, a couple of times. Don't just text and send it. Really go back through. Is it what I wanted to say? Emails, correspondence. Double check your backups on your computers as well. All right. Tendency is for computers to go haywire during this time. If you're traveling, and a lot of us aren't traveling, but if you are, just check your plans, double check, make sure everything is in order. And then you can really work with the energy so much better. Instead of fighting it, you can work with it. And you can use this time to do the ceremonies to release out that excess energy, especially from this year. We've had so much. And you can get into alignment with the deeper part of yourself and really tune into your soul purpose. When we have that soul purpose, we're so much better at moving through lives. We know that we're more on a journey instead of what am I doing? Why is this not working? But when we work with our soul purpose, we work with this journey in life. And then you learn the lessons that help you along this journey instead of fighting it. Really important right now. So even though we have lots of different aspects going on, there's all the Pluto and Saturn, all that energy we've been talking about. It's just a lot going on in the cosmos. So really the best advice, Om, balance. Take some breaths. Use your tools as you move through this week. Do some rituals. I mean, even when you go to your desk, clean up your desk. Clean up your files, clean up your Post-it notes. Put that on a thing of Post-it, Om, balance. Oh, good idea. Time to do backups. Yes, time to do backups. For sure, that's exactly what we want to do. All right, so lots going on. Don't let it get you down. Know the dark of the moon is coming, and a lot of people that get a little down without energy, but the new moon follows. That's the beautiful part. Find a way to clear the old so that you can set new intentions especially for your world, for the relationships you're in, for our country, for humanity, for all around. Om balance. All right, let's take all this beautiful focus, pull our energy in for the week, and center through the meditation. So if you can, wherever you are, close your eyes as I go to light the sage. Taking a nice deep inhale up the body, and exhale, sending it all the way down deep into the earth. Inhaling and exhaling. Calling in your higher self. Feel your higher self coming in. That's the wisdom of your soul right above the crown. Call in your spiritual body. And as you do, pull all your energy in close to you. This will help you to ground into center. Feel the feet on the earth. And as you feel that energy, pull up the pranic force of Mother Earth through the body, the crown, into the higher realms. And as you exhale, pull all that energy back down through the body and ground deep with Mother Earth. Drop some roots, drop some cords. And as you move through this week, remember to drop those cords of light for you that ground you, that keep you centered. And let's take some moments here to really just honor where we are, right here in the Wheel of Life. Teachings of the Medicine Wheel. We find ourselves in the season of fall in the direction of the west, where the sun sets, where we look at our day, we look at the struggles of our life even, and we honor all of those lessons with gratitude and thanksgiving. We harvest our work and really appreciate the abundance in our life. Calling in directions for guidance and protection this week to the west, the north, the east, and the south, above us, below us, right into the very center, calling into your spirit. Feeling yourself centered. Begin to see your intentions coming in for this week. See them right into that third eye center. See all the things that are coming in for you. The things you can release and let go of. And as you do, the things that come forward. And then now feel the emotions that are associated with that energy you want to manifest this week for those intentions. And allow that energy to elevate as you embody that energy, the peace, the love, the joy, prosperity. And let that radiate out through the auric field. And just feel that radiance all around you right in this moment. Don't rush it. Just feel the radiance out. As you sit in this energy for your vibration of that elevated emotion, the joy, the love, the peace, prosperity, abundance, that new path that will come forward. And just send that energy out through your auric field. So wherever you go, you carry this energy with you for this week. Taking another deep inhale and exhale, and just send the energy all the way down, grounding you, holding this vibration. And as you're ready, just starting to bring the awareness back. Blinking the eyes open, coming back. All right. So I'm working with Rebecca Campbell's deck. It's the Starseed Oracle. Really beautiful oracle. It's kind of new. I've been wearing a lot of Moldavite lately, calling in the energy and the ancestral energy and the starseed energy. All right, the first card that comes up is the Eight of Wands. However, it was reversed. The Eight of Wands is like really saying, like, when things are all aligned, things can happen quickly. Quick changes of your own world. However, it's reversed. So that really lets us indicate a little bit of like, okay, are you feeling frustrated? Are you feeling like nothing is working? And so this is where some mindset and really reconnecting, retrograde, reconnecting to your purpose in life. That's what the wands are about in the tarot. Purpose, desires, passions. So when you reconnect and open up to that mindset, you shift this around and you can step forward and make quick changes. Look how beautiful that card is here on Instagram. Look at everybody coming together. Doesn't it have this natural alignment? All right, here over here on Facebook, right? So you have to do a little work to clear out the mindset, renew, review, get back to the purpose of your why, your passion, your soul energy. So the way in which we do it, so if you chose a card, 1, 2, or 3, these are ways in helping us to do this. The first card is Temperance. So this is a card of balancing the elements. So great card for the Libra energy. Where are you in balance, right? Own balance, okay? Look at the elements, the fire, the air, the earth, the water. Where are you tending to be out of balance? You have too much fire, too much air, too much water. Bring those elements in and find that balance for you, and then that can help you to reverse this card, to reverse that energy, and find more passion for what you're doing, all right? Some of us can have a little bit too much fire because of that Mars energy. So finding that balance, own balance. The second card is the 7 of Swords. And this is a great card representing that Scorpio energy. All right, Swords is our mind, our mental. And the 7 of Swords here is like there's one little thing up here. Generally, this card represents there's some kind of secret going on. All right, sneaking away. Right? So are you hiding a secret? Are you going to uncover a secret? What are you not holding the truth about? That's what this card reminds us to do. All right? It really helps us to open up and find that energy of what it is that we need to right the way. All right? And maybe there is some secrets underneath that are going to come out for you. Again, it's in the mental. So just checking in and making sure where that balance is, not getting too overly crazy. All right? The third card is the 8 of Cups. All right, and this card reminds us cups is our hearts, all right? And it can be a little bit at Scorpios because Scorpio has some of that water energy to really kind of walk along your path and look at like what has been in your heart and what can you now let go of. And look, she looks like, if I go hold it closer here, Instagram, look how there's a whole nother world out there. And so here's the path with the cups. So lots of times, maybe relationships don't work out, all right? But we always learn something. So what about these relationships in your life can you bring forward to the next one? And then let go of the extra emotional energy. All right. And again, reflect, renew, going down that path. What works, what didn't. And even if you're in a great relationship, you can still think about the things along your path for the relationships and the way that you're communicating with each other and really appreciate the things that are working. And again, letting go of the ones that aren't. All right. Really great cards explaining the week. So really reconnect to your passions and your desires. When you continue to connect to the why, you can have swift changes. Things can just really open up and just like go forward. All right. And a way to do it is balance the elements. Look at the fire, the air, the earth, and the water. All right. She's representing all the elements here and balance the ones that are out of alignment. Look in the mental plane. What are some of the secrets? The honesty of your own life. Where is that like shouting out at you to make some changes in the truth? And really honoring your own relationships right now, letting go as you open up to something even better for you within a new relationship or the relationships that you already have. All right, great reading for the week. Really in alignment. So much information that we can use. I love the Temperance card. It's a beautiful healing card. All right, resonates, Joy says. All right, so take a nice deep inhale and let all this settle in. So let it catch up and let you guys post if you have questions, both over here on Instagram and Facebook. I do want to say I do have a virtual Reiki class coming up and actually did a podcast about it to talk about virtual. I just dropped it on Saturday. But if you know of anybody that would like to learn right now, virtual is a great way to learn. We've made a lot of changes in the Reiki world and you can come join the class. So definitely hit me up, DM me if you want more information. All right, let's see here. Ashley would like guidance for this week. All right. Ashley, 7 of Wands. All right. 7 of Wands is knowing your own light. All right. Not getting caught up in everybody else's. And come over here on Facebook first. Look how she is. Can you see that? Look how she's sitting right in the middle with her own wand. All right. Really beautiful card. Know your light. Know your light, woman. All right. I know you're learning about it more and more each day. Excellent card. All right. Let's see. Where else? Barbara says a card. She says a question. Barbara, this card is a major arcana. It's the sun. All right. The sun reminds you the sun is going to shine on your back door. All right. And just really offer the gratitude. Suns generally recommend, the sun major arcana generally represents success. So where are you showing that success in your life? And the thing I like to say is when you have it, gratitude, 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 it will bring more. Yay, beautiful card. All right. No more chaotic. All right, who else over here? Ernest. Brooks asked if I could talk a little bit more about the Temperance card. Sure, Brooke. I think we've drawn that before, and then I'll be over here on Instagram. All right, Ernest. How are you, Ernest? Ernest Starseed. I love this card. So Starseed is kind of her representation of the Fool, but I actually love this because it's a beginning. It's a new idea. Look how she's bringing all of this divine guidance in. She's opening up to this next new path for her life. Begin. I love it. Beautiful card. I love this card in this deck. One of my favorite. So, Brooke, the Temperance, it's like an alchemy. It's like how we balance. I learned this when I was making jewelry and working in silver and platinum. It's like when you start adding the fire and it changes, everything's in balance and the flows, right? The solder flows. I know that from silver. So it's like in your own life. Where are you out of balance? You have too much emotion. That would be water. Do you have too much fire? That would be just like really that response to that anger. Do you have too much earth where you just sitting on the earth and you're just like really struggling with getting forward? Or you have too much, what did I forget? Fire, air, earth, water. Fire, air, earth, water. I missed one. I don't remember which one I explained. But at any rate, you understand what I'm saying. So we want to balance all of the elements. All right. You don't want to have too much fire. You don't want to have too much water. Too much fire with water goes steam, right? Or water can put out the fire. But when we have what we need, we have both elements. All right. The same for the heart energy and the money energy, the earth energy. There we go. There's all four. We want to have that. Is your work-life balance? Is your health balance? Are you working too hard and not having any fun? Are you having too much fun and not working very hard? These are the ways in which the Temperance card comes in to remind us, definitely. All right, come over here. Let's see. Hey, Kate. Kate, you doing your homework? Doing your homework? Queen of Swords. All right, Kate. This is a card. You're probably going to relate to this. I'm going to laugh a little bit because it's like really kind of, I'm always telling you, go into your intuition, go into your intuition. But the Queen of Swords is actually asking you to put the emotions aside and go really into the detailed focus of the logical. Don't let the emotions get into it. So do you have some kind of decision making, working on something? Perhaps even this week thinking about it a little bit more. Like, do your homework, get rid of the emotional energy, and then work with the logical. All right? I love this because that's a little different than what I'm usually saying for you. Hey, Kate, how's California? Hope you're not in those fires. No, I think you're Southern, right? All right, Kate, 6 of Swords. All right, Kate, this is about giving something up, right? Like really letting something go, especially in the mental plane. Look how she is letting go of these top swords as she's walking like almost like, okay, I'm gonna let it go, and now I'm gonna float. So especially in the mental plane, what can you give up, and maybe some churning thoughts? Oh, my own balance. Use that as a mantra this week. Maybe that will help. All right. Hey, Raylene, how are you? Queen of Wands. I love one. This is one of my favorite cards too. Do love a lot of these cards. So this is like somebody like this queen knows what she wants. She knows her path. Look at the alignment of the sacred geometry. Look at her pet. Look how she's standing there in her own energy. This is about knowing your passions and your desires and going forward where you're not wavering. All right. Really good. All right. All right. Yes, thank you. Did you say yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. I'm a Southerner. There we go. All right. Rebecca. Rebecca, how are you? How's everything? How was your momentum talk? I couldn't make it. All right. I would really enjoy a card. All right. So Page of Crystals. All right. So crystals in this deck is represented for the earth energy. All right. I love that, right? Comes from the earth. It's our pentacles too. So this is about a balance in the pentacle world, really finding that balance. Twos are the duality of life, seeing both sides, perfect card for this week, and really making sure that you have that balance going on as you bring in this energy. Okay, wait a minute. Rewind. This is the Page of Crystals, not the Two of Crystals. Page of Crystals is about bringing in new energy. It's almost like an ace, all right? It's a little bit more intense. So see how that energy is dropping down into your arms? Sorry about that. Let's saw the 2 in the camera there. It's the page though. So new beginning coming in. Do you have a new idea for work? Is something been brewing that you want to bring forward? Now's the time to open up to that energy. I'd love to hear your response on that. All right. Thanks. You're welcome. Also, I'd really appreciate a card tonight. Brooke, how you been? All right. 5 of Wands. All right. I like this card too. It's kind of like the other one we read with the 8, but this is a little bit more at the beginning stages of really starting to let go of what others think of you, and you have your own opinion. All right. Look at wands again is passions and desires. So she's holding the 1. She's holding the 3 and the 2 are over there. So it's like saying value your opinion more than others. Collect that energy and have that for you as you move through this week. Value your opinion more than others. All right. Barbara says, thanks. Ernest, thank you. You're welcome. Hey, Bonnie, you want a question? Do you have a question, or you can just pull one? All right. Raylene says that's a perfect card. Stepping into your power. All right. Excellent. All right. Bonnie, this is the Queen of Cups. All right. So cups is our heart energy. So this is really like really reflecting that energy to yourself, being really loving and opening. Look, it's like reflections there. It's a good Libra card as well, because you can find that balance with yourself and with others around you, especially in the heart energy. A time to open the heart, reflecting. I love that because it's like reflecting your energy and then reflecting it out. All right. And the Queen is master of this. So master this energy. Definitely. New beginnings as we expand. Excellent. Good choice. Excellent, Rebecca. So good. All right. Haley, I don't think I got your card. Haley, the 4 of Cups, heart energy as well. So the 4 of Cups is our love. It's our heart energy. But interesting here, there is 1 cup that has been turned over. All right. So this cup is almost like, it's like you feel like things aren't working out because you only focus on the 1 cup. But know that there is a lot of gratitude, kind of like we're talking about in this card for all of us. It's like really kind of like honoring those past loves, but know that there is appreciation and a love coming forward or in one that you have right now. All right. Because it's almost like you have it, but you feel like, oh, I don't know. Is this it? Is it not? Put some gratitude behind that and see what comes. And then this definitely is a week looking at relationships, even of the heart as well. Definitely, for sure. All right. Thank you, Bonnie. You're welcome. All right. Did I miss anybody? So it is a really intense week, everybody. I have to say it really is. Lots going on. Be sure to ground your energy. Be sure to use your tools. Be sure to check out my podcast this week, The Empowered Spirit Show. We talked about virtual Reiki. So if you wanted to learn and you didn't know how or why, come join me. It's a great class. It's a gift that you really do give yourself for life. And I teach so much of how to use it in the actual practical way. I was talking to somebody this week and she's like, I learned it, but they didn't show us what to do with it. I'm like, oh my goodness, I will show you what to do with it. It's all about practice and adding in a self-care tool. And if ever there was a time, now's that time for humanity as well as yourself. Definitely. All right. So thank you guys for joining me tonight. Take it easy this week. Definitely DM me if you want more information on the Reiki class. Check out my offerings. You can find everything on my Instagram post. Let's just take a moment and close the energy. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Returning to that intention you've set for yourself this week. Returning to those elevated emotions. Feel them all around you. Release the attachment, but just radiate. Embody those energy fields for you all the way out. Inhaling and exhaling. Walk with that energy as you move through this week. Om balance. Thanks for joining me. To your spirit, namaste.